What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Receipts. And today we got another fire topic to be able to hop on for my newly open business owners. Usually when you're going up on the setup process of a business, the first thing that people usually go after is a virtual address, a business toll line. And all these things are usually needed when it comes to forming a business, but they miss past the most important key thing, which is the name of that business. You see, the naming of a business either falls into two type of categories. Either it's considered as a high-risk business or a low-risk business. Now, where the people are actually getting funded at is going to be the people on the low-risk industry side. And honestly, the baddest thing about 2024 is there's no longer humans actually looking over our applications. It's what we consider as artificial intelligence. So they're looking for certain red flags inside of your business that you don't want to be shown. I'm about to show y'all the best way to be able to name your business to make sure it falls underneath the low risk industry and to make sure you receive those maximum amounts of funding. Let's get it. All right, so let's first start off with high risk industry names. And these are gonna be pretty simple because they are just dedicated to a certain industry. It might be trucking, which is considered as a high risk industry name, real estate, restaurant. If you notice and really take a in detail look at the high risk industry name, a full list of them, all of them are usually dedicated to a certain industry. And then when we look over at the low risk industry names, they're not dedicated to a certain industry. You have enterprises, management, worldwide, a lot of other different low risk industry names that just don't dedicate you to a certain industry. And this is going to be the key note on how to be able to actually make sure your name is at low risk. Give you an example. When we look at Fortune 500 companies like Apple, Apple does not stand for technology. Starbucks does not stand for coffee. Or AT&T does not stand for a phone service. All of these are Fortune 500 companies, but yet they've named their name so broad to where the average person couldn't even understand what industry they fall into. And this is where you want to be able to place your name in. Like, if we're not going inside of a consulting industry, we're not in enterprises, we're not in management, we want to make it to where it is just not dedicated to one industry. And how we do that is just making our name so broad that not the average person can understand what industry we fall into. When we go inside of a bank, let's say that even if you didn't select the high risk industry name, but it's still dedicated to a certain industry. So let's say that you didn't select a high risk industry name, but you still dedicated your name to a certain industry. Where this happens to where you usually end up walking out the bank with less than you walked in with when you're trying to get a business funded is that if I'm an underwriter for a bank and you come in and I see that you have something like trucking on your LLC, well, not only is that dedicating you to a certain industry, but now the bank is able to be able to analyze how much that industry makes within a yearly basis. And that's going to be the determination on how you see yourself in funding. Now, this is going to be one of the most key things that you can do when it comes to your business is simply making the name so broad that not the average person can understand. If you're somebody inside of the YouTube video that needs more help with setting up and getting the business funded within the next 30 to 60 days, make sure you check the link inside of my comment section or join Risk Seekers University. It's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Risk Seekers, and we out.